Yeah, yeah. This is Point Black coming in hard and off the card, coming with the flow straight to the barrio, and coming with the heat to the motherfucking street. This is PBNN Point Black National News. You know what I'm saying? The late edition and the ghetto edition as well. Tonight, we see for the first time that we coming and we have shown facts to crack backs. And the people have spoken. You know what I'm saying? So tonight, we're going to talk a little bit here. Because now we see the suburbia has spoken and spoken loud and proud. Be proud of what you have done. Do not see it as a loss in any way. You have spoken loud. That is what we should hear. That is what we should hear. What we're hearing tonight is what we should have heard a while ago. Balance. I'll say it again. Balance. You know what I'm saying? I see Adams. Mr. Adams. That's right. Mr. Adams has won governorship. But remember Mr. Adams. And this goes out to all the people of New York State. Period. Every single corner of it. Remember Mr. Adams. Remember Mr. Adams. We are watching. So every move you make has got to benefit the people. And we do not want to hear no playing ball up there in Washington or anything to do with Washington other than you're doing for the state of New York. A lot of people have children here and they don't have time to play that bullshit. Let's be 100. So, Mr. Adams, congratulations to your victory. It is well fought. But we do not need no more of the bullshit. So we're going to have a close eye, and we as the people need to watch the PLM, the People's Lives Matter Party, needs to be watching because each one of most of us should be all of us as we grow, if we can do, have children. And our children go to school here. Our children live here. You know what I'm saying? So you have no room to blame the children because remember, you came before the child. So the child is watching you. You know what I'm saying? Remember that. Republicans, great job. Congratulations all across the board. Now we have to watch to see if we can finish it off. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of absentee ballots that have not been counted. You know what I'm saying? But it shows a clear voice of the people for the first time in a long time on Long Island, in our district, as Peter King have said, that we have seen the voice of the people speaking up for where we live. The government and Joe Biden, Creepy Joe and them, cannot just run it down on us. We are fighters, people. We must stand and fight. This is a key to New Yorkers. Anybody would tell you that. New Yorkers are strong. You know what I'm saying? And they will stand. You know what I'm saying? So Republicans, congratulations to a beautiful victory. Let's see how many of y'all are still left after they got 3 ballots, but still, you get congratulations from me. The people of New York even get a bigger hand, and I must put it together as it is supposed to be. That's right. You have done a great thing. You have shown your power. Now we must finish the job. You know what I'm saying? The Republicans, we see a glorious victory. You know what I'm saying? Again, to you, balance. But remember, the victory is not fully won. You know what I'm saying? The victory is not fully won. You know what I'm saying? It is not fully won. So we have to keep looking. We have work to do. We have, say it with me, work to do. The people need true government. That means rolling up. That means rolling up your sleeves. Rolling them sleeves up. You know what I'm saying? And getting to work. And put New York back on its feet. You know what I'm saying? Where it belongs. As an epic center. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest places to come to. So, it means rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. Yes, getting to work. Remember, Republicans, and I'm going to say it one time for now. Remember, Republicans, action speaks louder than words. Let's get to work. But I must congratulate you again. We must see change in here. Remember that. We must see change in here because we have a lot of problems, that are still going on and coming down on New Yorkers' head from way up there from Creepy Joe and the demon Democrats who had grip all over the board of New York. This has to stop, and we want balance. We must see change. But all right now, good job. And if the demon Democrats do not work with the Republicans, we know what side they was on. We know what side they was on and the corruption thereof. So let's get that straight. This is a fact and point blank. Because we cannot allow our state or any of the states in the United States to be used as somebody else's tool that they can come in with all kinds of wicked plans that they have been plotting for years. We got a group of people in our government that must be removed. They must be removed. They cannot be sitting there, just sitting there and doing this garbage. And what proved that? COVID-19. So we must wake up here, people. It's high time that we do so. You see what I'm saying? It's high time that we do so. We cannot allow others to dictate, and when they're ready, they come in whatever plan they come with, and they put us in a bad position, and then we see regular New Yorkers who even voted for them to be now ousted out of their job or put on leave because they refuse to do a medical procedure that is an experiment, you know what I'm saying, brought down by these clowns, you know what I'm saying, and they said no, they're not doing that. And there's no reason to under any medical condition, as long as they, especially if they're a good, healthy person, and even if they were sick, they still don't need that garbage. So, we see a victory that is long and should have been here a while ago. By you putting forth, and I see Republicans all across the board hitting them numbers as should. That is what we're looking for. We do not need no garbage in New York anymore. We must now fight for what we believe in. This is one thing we must do. We must fight for what we believe in. And that's a fact and point blank. You know what I'm saying? We cannot allow the crime rate out of control. Everybody doing everything they want to do. I see Mr. Adams is elected New York City mayor over Curtis Silva. Great job, Mr. Adams. Great job over Mr. Silva. So that's a good thing. And now we got to see if we can get good. I'm not saying he's evil, but the party in which he runs on is evil to me. But there is times when you can get good out of evil. Let's hope Mr. Adams, who is weighing in with any moderate of the overstanding of how he governs, you know what I'm saying, he's going to do a good job in that spot. You know what I'm saying? We need to see this happen. We cannot continue down the road with garbage. So the victory is well spoken for by the people. The people have took time out to really see, and more than likely all the protests and what is coming from Washington up there has shown, you know what I'm saying, that, we mean business. Now, it's same thing go for Mr. Adams one more time. Remember, if you want to hold on to that spot, Mr. Adams, you better do good for New York City and New York as a whole, because you're governing right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So you better come correct. Nobody wants to hear a bunch of garbage about no mandates and all kinds of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at the fact that, you have a great apocalypse situation going on here, that they say never seemed to happen. But Kamala Harris predicts that Virginia results, you know what I'm saying, presage 2020 and 24 comes back to bite. You're damn right, Mrs. Kamala, as you have seen here in Long Island, where it came back and it sting them. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. Laura Corrin, I ain't forget about you. You had your time. Nobody's mad at you. You did what you did, and you flow the flow you flow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's time for you, hopefully, to take a step down. You know what I'm saying? And we need to see more good overstanding going on here on Long Island for the children especially. So we don't have time to sit here playing no games. This victory has spoken true words that the people are fed up with your garbage. You know what I'm saying? They're completely fed up with your garbage. You know what I'm saying? She's saying that the 2024 comeback to bite, the 2022 and the 2024 can come back. I guess she's saying come back to bite the Democrats. Yeah, they're gonna more than do that because we ain't done the job, ain't done yet. And I want all Republicans who won victory seats out here in key seats, I want everybody to be on these Republicans and make sure that they're not just giving us, a word play and no action. You know what I'm saying? We need to see action, because even when it comes to Vice President Kamala Harris, prediction about Virginia governor race may come back to bite her and her fellow Democrats. You need to get the fuck out. We ain't got no shit tonight. You're getting out. We are tired of the demon Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Now the Democratic Party has been there, okay, but we got the grand old party. That's why it's called that. You know what I'm saying? So you had your time, and we seen what you have done. You know what I'm saying? And what proved that? COVID-19. Same thing go for Mr. So-called Dr. Fauci, mad scientist, idiot. He needs to be driven out, because as Seti has said, we know who and where you went to school and what order in which you are running with. It has been exposed. You know what I'm saying? So you and Biden need to go sit down. Now, Seti have brought something to my attention, and I didn't realize I was saying, I'm still saying, it's a Luciferian Bible. But he made clear as what Bible that was that he swore in on, and who was holding the Bible swearing him in. Boom, or standing or whatever that was swearing him in. We beginning to see the order, and it's being exposed. This is why they pulled this COVID-19 garbage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It will come back to bite her and her fellow Democrats. That's a fact and point blank. You know what I'm saying? Back when she was campaigning for former Governor Terry McAuliffe, I don't know what his name is, Harris said, what happened in Virginia in a large part determines what happens in the 2022 to 2024 election and on. That's right. You finish. We don't need her there. No offense to the woman, but she's no good for government. You know what I'm saying? We need people and capable people who's going to make our country strong. Trump did have a good point about make America great. But at the same time, Mr. Trump, baby, America was always great. It's the infiltration of insects and worms and slimy creatures that infiltrated into our government and even all across the world. So we've got to change that. You know what I'm saying? And as analysts have described Virginia gubernatorial election as I guess he's saying a bewildered election for the 2022 midterm, suggesting that Youngkin, I'm gonna say his name right to mess people's name up, Youngkin's victory, presaged a Republican win for next year. That's right. The fight ain't over yet. The victory is well celebrated and well won. But it's not over yet. The fight goes on. And we don't need any Republican just playing ball and sucking up to the demon Democrat, calling himself a Republican, but running it as a Democratic rule of his Republican rule. We don't need that bullshit. So we've got the people hear me clear, the people of the world and the people of New York, we've got to keep a close eye on this Jesuit order within our fucking government and keep them at bay. We must see results, not just victories and wordplay. You see? Don't let the victory, my Republican friends, go to your head. Let's get that straight right here, right now. You've got work to do. If Harris' prediction holds, that means the Republicans would have an edge in the 2022 and also for presidency. You know what I'm saying? We need to find a great president that's going to stand firm and leave him alone. He don't need to be on the take on every time some president get up in there with your garbage nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Manipulating from that wicked side, threatening to bash bash the little kid's head on the sidewalk and all this garbage in your mentality. You need to get it out and get out. You know what I'm saying? In the 2022 midterm elections and the 2024 presidential election and on. She is so right and I love it. But she's going to have to deal with what's coming. You know what I'm saying? When we're looking at economic topics, economic tops, education, and COVID-19. Most important issue in Virginia. That's right. If you ain't got no food to eat, how can your kids go to school? When you can't even pay your rent. When you can't even afford to live within this region. New Jersey, New York, and so on. Even in Virginia. How can you go on if your cost of living is driving you completely into the poorhouse while Biden is at the GO summit talking about some trees and giving money to those trees, couple of trillions. Let's be real, people. You know what I'm saying? Joe makes a mistake. The Democrats, you know what I'm saying, assail Manchin for refusing to back the spending bill. Mr. Manchin, demon Democrats, I don't advise you to. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the regular garbage. You know what I'm saying? So we watching you with that and to see just how real you say you are. It's time to put these demon Democrats on the chopping block. Every single one of them must be examined more closely, even down to Dr. Anthony Fauci, the motherfucking weasel. You know what I'm saying? Coming up